I just heard so many things about you. What do you want? Have a little chat? All right. It's not like we have anything better to do. What's your relationship with Octavia? Well, my Octavia and I don't have a relationship. We have a life together. Why do you call her yours? She doesn't seem to like that very much. My girl loves freedom so much, and even a slight chance of losing it frightens her. She is so smart. You really think she likes, she feels like I'm trying to make her mine like an apple stolen at a market? Me who is skinned alive for trying to help her escape? If she's afraid of the word my, it's because she doesn't understand the difference between my boots and my heart. But she will understand sooner or later. Yo, that sounds really sus. How did you meet? Back when we were children, we were taken as apprentices by a great spellmaster, Janusz. Maestro Janusz, he called himself. He was our teacher. Well, he made Octavia read books and memorize spells. I have my own innate magic. He trained me a bit on how to control my gifts so I wouldn't lose control and incinerate myself like a dumbass. Wait, he's a magus. I don't know much about maguses. I know sorcerers get their power innately. Do maguses get their stuff innately? Like, sorcerers don't have to study, they just have to train. But a wizard has to practice. Oh, teacher, we will meet again. There's one more test I must pass. But we were talking about Octavia. We've been together all our lives. We learned everything together, how to weave magic and how to survive. As we grew older, we learned how to love. Without each other, we would have never gotten out of there, that's for sure. We would have given up and surrendered to death, but together, that's a different story. Not the first time, not the 10th, but eventually we made it out. Thank you for your answers. What did you say when you were killing Kalina? What? Oh, that. Callistria's holy words. I stabbed thee with my heart. We say that when we get our vengeance. Those words make it so much sweeter. Tell me about yourself. What is there to know? I was born, I am alive, I haven't died yet. Is that enough for you? Literally anyone could say that sentence. Where'd you get your magic powers? What magical powers the hells are you talking about? Oh, you mean these. He makes a lightning run over his hands with a contented smile, then snaps his fingers, invoking a shower of blinding sparks. I've had them since I was born. At least one thing I can thank my scum parents for. Maybe these powers are why they sold me to slavery. Think they were scared? Who knows? Damn Numerians. At the Technic League, they drew my blood, did experiments, burned me with fire, tortured me with cold and electricity, and they told me, you won't believe it, they told me I have blue dragon blood in my veins. Not bad, huh? I'm a dragon, you freaks. Come check my blood if you dare. Grinning, Raganagar strikes his palm with a fist and another fountain of electric sparks shoots upwards. What do your tattoos mean? They're magical. They help me control my powers. The Technic League gave them to me. I'd hoped that somewhere on my body there was at least one sign left by my tribe, but no, I guess they didn't care to bother. To hell with them, they better hope I never find them. If I ever meet my father, I will even the score between us. How do you manage to use both a sword and magic and not cut off your fingers? It's simple. I'm just that bloody good. He gives a contented grin. His mega subclass is Eldritch Scion. They have a bloodline like sorcerers. Gotcha. Okay. Do you enjoy making people suffer? Why should I care about their suffering? I do what I want. If I step on someone's toes, then they shouldn't have put them in my way. But chasing someone down just to torture them? That's only entertainment for maniacs like the Technic League. On second thought, for them I would make an exception. I'd love to watch as I fry them nice and slow. Jesus. Why do you ask? Do my methods shock you? He clenches his fist, buzzing with sparks, and laughs loudly at his joke. If you treat your enemies like that, what makes you better than them? And why would you think I want to be better? What does that even mean? I have no delusions of purity. I don't need to prove to myself or to my enemies that I'm better than them. Morally, spiritually, whatever. I just want them rotting in the ground. So I can live and drink wine and piss on their graves. Thanks. Alright, I gotta go. So long. If you want to know anything else, just ask. Don't be shy. Just don't go pale when I answer. Hee hee. Okay. What up, Lindsay? You're from Pitax, right? Tell me about it. Oh, I love Pitax, even though they kicked me out. Joyful place. The way she says that reminds me of the Kinder in Dragonlance. What was life in Pitax like? Pitax has always been a huge nest of thieves, bandits, river pirates, smugglers, fences, and card sharps. It's always been a home for the likes of them, but that was before Irovetti became king. With him, a whole different life began there. Iravetti always wanted to make history, but not as another bandit with a crown. Though that's exactly what he is. Haha. He wanted to be glorified through the centuries as a great patron of the arts, so he built the Academy of Grand Arts and spent lots of gold to assemble the best artists, poets, and musicians. Of course, the very best ones refused to go, but he got what he wanted anyway. If Pitax was once just a booze born of thieves, now he is a cabaret. What do you know about King Iravetti? He won his crown in a game of cards, which says as much about Pitax as it does about him. He's fiendishly clever. Some cheats I know told me that from the moment he appeared, he started pulling off such schemes that the old city masters just scratched their heads. With him in charge, gold flooded into Pitax, and also he's incredibly, unimaginably, fantastically decadent and conceited. I am happy I got through that sentence on the first try. Getting drunk with whores at the pub, that's not Lord Iravetti's style. Oh no, he aims higher. Dressing up like a male Calistrio with a golden codpiece and holding a 3-week orgy with dancing on the rooftops, parades, public executions, and a contest for the best ode to the great unrivaled king. That's more like it. He also likes singing. Ugh. And he orders his guards to make the citizens gather for his shows. May Shellen have mercy on his listeners. Okay. Alright, bye. Don't leave without me. Of course, I could just write whatever you tell me, but if I wanted to stay cooped up in a dusty room, I'd be sleeping through lectures of the Academy. Alrighty. Actually, wait, did I need to talk to Keston? Hang on. I failed to capture Tartuccio alive. He attacked me and was killed.
Well, this is not the best outcome, but I think it will be good enough for Jamandi. Take this as a reward for your help. I'll send word to Restov and let them consider how they might return the favor.
1,000 coins and 480
Once again,
XP.
I thank you for your help. I'll remain here until my men recover from their wounds. Meanwhile, we'll help guard the trading post and fight off any bandits should they return. Good luck in all your plans and endeavors.
Garrus is the name of a noble house in Brevoy, is it not? Are you a noble then?
Used to be. It's only a name now, nothing more. The House Garess are a noble family in Brevoy. They own several mines in the Galushkin Mountains. My father Evan is cousin to Lord Howland Garess, but he's my father no longer. In any case, I brought shame upon my name and was punished accordingly. The family disowned me. I fled to Restov and took up the life of a simple mercenary, until I received an assignment here in the Stolen Lands.
What can Pitaxian spies hope to find in the Stolen Lands?
Pitaxian spies are much like magpies. They'll grab anything that catches their eye. Information, treasure, artifacts. This time, King Iravetti had a chance to seize the entire Stolen Lands region, and at the Aldori's expense. I'll give you some advice for the future. Be wary of the Pitaxian king. He's truly a snake of a man.
Okay. Wait, we had a quest to turn in to Svetlana. Here's your ring, Svetlana. Kressel gave it to me. I even managed to convince her not to fight me. She sighs bitterly. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Kressel wasn't a real name. Her real name was Irena before all this. She was the daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She'd wander the streets, hanging out with a bad crowd, until the day she passed. Mother complained about Irena constantly. Back then it was just cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Restov. Her father didn't live much longer than her mother, so I decided to try to help Irena. I brought her here to the Stolen Lands, though Oleg was against it, and once here, she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us about how he was a real leader, unlike Restov's softies. Eventually, she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture and execution of prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. I don't know if there's any way to set her back on the right path, but I'm grateful for your kindness. Perhaps there's still hope. For the sake of my mother's memory, I'd like to believe that. Camping supplies and rations increased, gained XP, and lost wedding ring. Can you tell me anything new about the Stag Lord? He's not just some average bandit. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the Stolen Lands into his personal kingdom of fear and oppression. I like adventures, but I definitely prefer the ones that involve stopping villains and helping people. I can't thank you enough for what you've given me, but please be careful. The Stag Lord is extremely dangerous. Alright, bye. Okay. That gets another thing out of the... How much did the ring sell for? I don't know. Show me your wares. Alright. Sell all that stuff. Okay. And... Sort by type. really know what to do with these coins. Do I just sell them to the merchant? I'll get a wisdom +2 thing. Nice, that's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold.
Hope you are having a great night, sir.
I am Fire King. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. I appreciate that. Copy recipe. Copy recipe. Don't really know what to do with these either. The token of the Dryad. Okay, so this gives +2 wisdom. What does this give? +1 to all skill checks. He uses wisdom for his spells. I forgot his default hat skin is that. +1 to all skill checks. Indiana Jones, Lindsay. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I need here. Let's see. What? Oh, it's you, Muck. Did I startle you? Sorry. No, that doesn't matter. I'm just contemplating the futility of existence and the worthlessness of the universe. The ways of Grotus are great. My humble mortal mind cannot fully grasp them, but I do what I can. He smiles apologetically. I'd like to talk about your god. You wish to learn about Grotus? He seems surprised and pleased at the same time. Yes, of course. I will answer anything you ask. What are Grotus's teachings about, in a nutshell? He's the end of all that exists. He smiles. He's obviously been waiting for this question. Look around, Muck. What do you see? Look again and realize that everything will be destroyed. Our clothing and our armor turn to dust. The walls of the palaces will crumble to ruins. The trees will fall, and you and I will die much sooner than that. He is a timeless watcher. He's been locked away by Pharasma, the goddess of rebirth. From her boneyard, he watches over the world, knowing the time for the final reaping shall come. He's the bloated moon hanging in the sky. He's the harbinger of the last days. He's the one who will stay when all the others are gone. Pharasma has Grotus locked in her boneyard? So she's stronger than Grotus? Of course she is stronger, for now. Harem nods with dignity, stroking his beard. Grotus is weaker than Pharasma and many other gods. I would be a fool if I tried to claim otherwise. If Grotus were stronger, the end times would have already come, wouldn't they? But the powers of other gods fade away. They dissolve slowly, a grain in a century. Grotus collects those grains and waits. He doesn't need to hurry. He knows that his time shall come. Usually clerics can speak with their gods. What does he say to you? What is his will? He shakes his head in resignation. Grotus doesn't speak to his clerics. Actually, Grotus doesn't need clerics. He raises his sad eyes to you. He only allows his whispers to be heard, and only by those who are dying to hear them. His words are unclear, but they call to you. His voice comes with the soft rustle of fallen leaves, with the woeful wailing wind of the mountain pass, with the roar of the raging blizzard, and it calls you to strike out on the road. Onwards, always onwards. Over the pass, over the bridge, and further along. Up ahead, where the edge of a gray robe flashed and a candle sputtered for the last time before dying. Onwards, always onwards, until your feet can no longer carry you. Harem falls silent, submerged in his own thoughts. Alright, thanks. Then let me ask you, what do you think about Grotus? I like your tales. There's an inner truth to them. A smile spreads across Harem's face. I'm glad you think like that. We'll bring his truth to the whole world and tell everyone that the end is inevitable. Alright, we'll talk later. Okay, we've just done a lot of dialogue. Let's get back to some action for a bit. Let's check the journal. So stolen land will fail in 58 days. Tartuccio, that thing. Can we say don't? There we go. Okay, oh my god, much better. Moon radishes. Oh, I think I've got moon radishes.
Not that I care.
Why are you redeeming freaking everything right now? Hang on a second. Alright, I can do one of these right now. Meh. About those tasks. I got moon radishes. His face brightens. He rubs his sides in satisfaction. He rubs his sides? Yes, that's it. Hey, there's even more than I expected here. Thank you so much. Take this, you deserved it. Would you like more fangberries and radishes if I brought them? A sly smile spreads. Sorry, my friend, but after you took a walk through that cave, there's nary a spider left, so now it's safe for me to gather the berries myself. Actually, I did not clear the spiders. Rather than pay someone else, I need to cook dinner and make a potion. And that bucket of moon radishes will be plenty for him, for me to help Oleg for a long time to come, I mean. All right. All right.
Will this ever end?
Help Amiri, Riverbeds, Davik Nettle, gotta kill the Snack Lord. We have 3 months to get the, we gotta find a way to fight the Enchanted Fog. We know, okay, so we gotta go to the hut. Alright. Progress. Yeah, I'm happy with my group right now. Okay. Moist Basin. Is that where I fought the troll? Or is that where I fought the dryads? Quick save. What is this? Curse of Feeble... What? Curse of Feeble Body. -2 Constitution permanently? When did I get this? I'm gonna try resting and see what happens.
Hey, Amiri, why don't we go to a fashionable dress shop once we get to the city? I promise we'll make a real beauty out of you.
What? You want me to pull on a dress? Maybe I should start brushing my teeth, too.
She doesn't brush her teeth. That did not get rid of it. Oh god, who gets Cure Curse? Do clerics get Cure Curse? Would Restoration do it? I don't know. I have lesser Restoration right now. I don't think I have Cure Curse. Oh, we do have more spell slots. Maybe scrolls? Yeah, maybe. Alright, quick save. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. This is possibly the Dryad fight. That I ran into it at like level 2 and she just hit me with Call Lightning a bunch of times and I just died. Alright, let's see. Where's Lesser Restoration? It does not remove permanent effects such as curses or diseases. Doesn't seem like it's gonna work. I'll try it. Doesn't work. Does not work, friends.
What troubles you? I won't let you down.
I appreciate privacy.
No mistakes. Ready and willing.
Never a dull moment.
What you want?
And Lindsay was called
You can
for.
count on me.
What level is your cleric? 4, I
Not
think?
that I care.
I think she's 4.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Oh my god. Wait, she's still spamming. Yeah, turn that off. Got her. Alright, how long does this last? I know if we move in this, we will take damage. Gonna wait a second. I missed most of this. Run, what class you playing? I'm trying out the Monster Tactician Inquisitor.
I don't need anyone's
Some people said that they thought I would like it, and I've never played it before, and I've given him a reach weapon for when he's not summoning to poke things. There we go.
Follow me.
Keen sickle
Or
plus
don't.
1.
Time's not waiting.
Something up here in the corner. Restavik Sorceress's Discharged Staff. Save? I did after the fight. I'll do it again in a moment.
How much longer I
Alright, well, that's done. That's just a normal, yeah, it's just a non-magic dagger. What class is the last character in your party? She's the cleric. She's an Ecclesiarch, which is a type of cleric that can use their domain spells as often as their normal spells. So she is able to, I gave her plant domain, so she can cast Barkskin often, which is one of my favorite early game spells, and I wanted to have it in the party somewhere. Also, she's got animal domain, so one of the saber-toothed tigers is her pet. So, do Barkskin.
What's the hold up? Anything is
I'm
possible.
listening.
now. Will this ever end?
Guardian of the Bloom, you are here, please follow me. So this was the area we were told by, like, a vision to come to. Flashbacks. Father, please, I looked for the herbs you asked for. There just weren't enough to... Silence, did you forget the rules? You speak when I say, you do as I say. Disobedience leads to punishment, and you've been disobedient. But Father, 3 times. Enough, I can't, enough. Okay. The staircase decayed and collapsed long ago. It can't be climbed. Rotten wooded racks long ago used for drying herbs. No, no!
Entertainment.
Consider me provoked.
Alright, not a big deal.
Not that I care.
Nugraz's old notes. Bushes grow in the well, a clear sign it was abandoned long ago.
What's over there?
Found another ancient coin. Still don't know what they're for. Someone in chat earlier said it's for later. Where have you been? I told you to prepare everything for the ritual. You will never give me orders again. What? Well then summon your power. Or maybe you'd like to try the acid? I'm not your slave any longer. Not your toy. Not your son. Kicks him. So is this like origin story of the Stag Lord? Enough. I won't kill you. Your powers will be of use to me. From now on, you do as I say. You speak when I say. Disobedience leads to punishment. Always. Seems like a happy family. A small deserted timber shed.
I did as you asked.
Masterwork Dwarven Grosh. Masterwork Earthbreaker. They're 100 gold each. I'll carry them if I can take the weight.
I have been waiting for you. The flowers, birds, and wind told me you would come. Oh, my poor flowers. They will perish before long in this bog.
Night-night, good night, jackals. It seems only you can see or hear the nymph.
Not many have heard a voice from above, and fewer still are those who followed it to a positive outcome.
I had a strange vision. A young man and an old druid who tortured him. Then they exchanged roles.
Yes, yes. The soil, water, and stones here are infused with toxic pain and fear. They poison this place as we speak. You have seen where your enemy's journey began. The one called Stag Lord was once the victim of a cruel madman, and has since become one himself. You see now how monsters are born. But what comes of regret for a thing you cannot change? There is no time to be lost. We must do away with the fog quickly.
Tell me about you. I would like to know more about my ally.
Do you really wish to know? Fine. I'll tell you a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there lived a young nymph. She lived in an enchanted forest, where 1,000 birds sung day and night, where the sun often left a spark or two hanging in the tree crowns, and where the starlight fell on sleepy glades like a glowing soft haze. The young nymph loved simple things, like sitting by the stream with her friends, braiding each other's hair and adorning their braids with crystals made of dew, or watching the flowers blooming. But inside her soul, the young nymph dreamed of something more. Oh, dreams. Nothing in any world can live without them. Even a seed that falls in fertile soil cannot sprout without the dream of the sun. The same was true for our nymph. She wished to turn her enchanted forest into a true fairy tale kingdom and fill it with thousands of wonders. But plans so ambitious rarely go unnoticed by greater powers.
New notes creep into the aroma of the forest and meadow. Now you smell a storm coming.
Those greater powers decided to punish the nymph for her boldness. They sent a horrible monster to poison the enchanted forest and kill the singing birds. The nymph was forced to flee, and finally she found shelter here in the stolen lands. Here she hoped to sprout the seeds of a new dream, even as she mourned the dream she'd lost. But then the magic mist appeared, killing everything that lived. And the nymph cast about, desperately searching for help. So far, these are the fairy tale's final words. But I hope this is not the end. Just yet.
Alright, what do we do next?
Search the area around the hut. Try to find anything that remained of the druid who lived here. I am sure the fog is his doing. This suffocating veil is as vicious as his nature.